It's a beautiful world. I'm in a beautiful world. You got a beautiful girl. It's a beautiful night. My shade makes blue and shine. I'm beautiful when I cry.
You know what it is?
Beautiful when I shine.
Well, yeah, Snoopy Blue.
I hear it, cuz.
Everything blue from the shirt to the shoe to the strings. Rings to the car, earrings to the chain. Yeah, I bang. Cause you can't tell by the color. Snoopy Blue in the blue. Middle, what's summer chillin'? My first stone blue, ain't that a trip? A coincidence? No, I was born here. Blue back the house blue, trim blue. And every time you see Snoopy, he is some blue. From dark blue to sky blue, royal blue is mine. Snoopy blue, way easy like the blue line. Off the blue boomer, never mind the blue boomer. Bumping body blue, blowing on some blue pursuing. This blue money, cause the blue dice Thanksgiving. Like blue rag, be showing insect tripping. I mean blue more than your whole hood, baby. Why you think they call me into Snoopy Blue?
Yeah.
It's the Loc, cuz. The Loc and this motherfucker.
Y'all heard that nigga?
Nigga breathing.
That's my next guest. That's my next guest. So this is your boy Maul the Pimp, aka MTP, and welcome to another edition of the Pimpoholic TV podcast. I got a very special guest in this motherfucker, a West Coast originator, California native. I'm talking about straight out of LA, South Central, Mr. Snoopy motherfucking Blue. Welcome to Pimpoholic TV, and how you doing, my nigga?
Man, what it blew, man. Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it. You feel me? I'm doing good, man.
I thank you for tuning in, bro. I thank you for tuning in, man. Now we're gonna go into some shit, man. But before we get into the let me say this first, bro. The first time I ever heard of you was that right there. That was one of my favorite songs right there, the Beautiful World, you feel me? So I'm listening to Spider Loc on the first two verses. Then the third verse come in, what we just heard. I'm like, man, who a dude right there? You feel what I'm saying? Who a dude right there? I went to Google and did some information and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying I just say I'm glad you tuned in, my nigga. I've been fucking with you for a minute, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, that was my lightweight introduction to the world. You feel me? I've been had doing my thing, but that was like on a different platform. You feel me?
Right.
And, I did my shit, man. I did what I was supposed to do, and that was represent.
What's up? What's up? I got to give a special shout out to my sponsor, the AM Group LLC. Let me tell y'all about the AM Group LLC. The AM Group LLC is an independent distribution company that offers essential services such as internet, home security, energy, identity protection, wireless, and more. Secure your homes and businesses. Get a free consultation from my homegirl, Miss Nori. Email the amgroupllc@gmail.com to schedule your appointment. You can also visit www.isnorinori.com. Click the services tab to check out all the deals that they offer. Salute to my sponsor, the AM Group LLC. Much love. Y'all go check them out. Yeah.
And then let's go back before the music. You grew up in South Central, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk about life growing up in LA and some of the shit that was going on before you got into the music. You feel me?
Well, growing up in South Central was back in the days was it was different, man. Going outside, it was like I didn't grow up, unfortunately, in the Black Love era. I grew up in the where you from era. You feel me? So it was a whole different platform, a whole different feel, a whole different vibe, man. It was just like nigga was looking for love. You feel me? But it was like I said, a where you from era, you know what I'm saying? Where you grew up at. And that's what niggas based the love on. You feel me? So, I grew up in that area. It was kind of, funny, different, but a nigga went through it. It's hard to describe because it's different now.
Right.
Yeah. We don't want our kids to go through what we went through. But yeah, man, I was back then. It was crazy because you had a choice to make, man. Like I said, I didn't grow up in the Black movement era, and a nigga wanted to be, we are Black. You feel me? But it was just like shit was divided when I was growing up. So it was just like red or blue.
I got to give a shout out to my sponsor, the Chattanooga Cigar Club. Again, the Chattanooga Cigar Club. Let me tell you all about the Chattanooga Cigar Club. The Chattanooga Cigar Club is Chattanooga's premier cigar and hookah lounge, open Thursday through Sunday, with latest free on Friday and live music up until 10 o'clock. Keep in mind, you can also rent the building for your own events from Sunday through Wednesday. Shout out to my guys D. Scott and Kurt at the Chattanooga Cigar Club. For more information, log on to ChattanoogaCigarClub.com. Again, salute to my sponsor, the Chattanooga Cigar Club. Much love. Yeah.
So when did you first get introduced to the set? At what age?
I grew up in the set, so I was introduced to it. It took me a while to blossom. You know, me and the homies was joking about this the other day. Like I had you know, my mom's died when I was young. I mentioned that in other interviews, but I was raised by my grandparents. So at the end of the day, my grandparents' first child passed, and I was the seed of her. So they was overprotective of me. So I couldn't do certain things that other kids might can do. So even though I might have been infatuated at a young age with certain shit, it was certain shit that I couldn't do at a young age. So, you know, it was more like, you know, high school years, you feel me? I really was like, you know, can do what I wanted to do and really was like, you know, chose the life that I chose.
Right. Now,
and I wish I would have chose the other route, but you know, it is what it is.
all right, now on the music tip, you dropped your first mixtape called Hood Classics.
Oh yeah, you went back on that, yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did go back. Yeah, so yeah, I want to talk about that. When you did that, like at the time, like what was you trying to accomplish by doing it? Was you trying to get some shit out there just to let motherfuckers know, man, I can rap? Like you was really trying to pursue this and take it serious and hoping that this was gonna be your break. What was you that mentioned when you first put that mixtape?
Hood Classes was basically I had been rapping, but Hood Classes was basically a introduction to the world of like, you know what? You know, I was a rapper before I was the so-called gangster rapper or whatever box people want to put me in. I was like one of them niggas that was like love music. But Hood Classics, like, man, fuck that. The gloves off. Like, nigga, this is what it is. So that's what basically Hood Classic was. It was like gloves off. This what it is. This who I am. This where I'm from. This what I represent. And it was just an introduction to the world.
Gotcha. What kind of reception did you get in LA from that? What kind of reception did you get period from that? What was the reception? You feel me?
I got good reception because at that time this was pre Beautiful World shit.
Right.
So it was like you know, motherfuckers loved it. You know what I'm saying? Because they say, you know, get your hood, get your city, get your state, then get the world. So right. It was good because people was like, damn, it was refreshing to hear a motherfucker represent where, you know, they from and hear them voicing their opinion. You feel me? In a good way. Like, you feel me? It wasn't like no bullshit. Like it was good music, straight up.
Right. Now, see, you kind of bridge the gap on that. And what I mean by that, I see you had a feature with Big Y from Crenshaw Mafia. You feel me? Yeah. How did that come about?
Well, actually, that's a song from the Young Hogs. I fuck with the Young Hogs out of Compton, and that was their song.
Okay.
I just happened to throw it on there. You feel me? But that was actually one of their songs that I collaborated with, so they made that happen. As far as me and Big Y making that connection. But shout out to Big Y and the Relatives, because I grew up, I listened to their music and I like the Relatives and all that. So that was a great opportunity that was presented to me, and I fell in and, you know, did what I do.
Hey, now Big Y was on the Bangin On Wax album, right? The Bloods and Crips album, right? And Diamond Riders.
Yeah.
All right. Now that shit was real heavy down here in my city. You feel me? Let me ask you this though. In your opinion, what kind of influence did the Bangin On Wax have? Because that was back in the day. You feel me? Before then, if it was some shit like that that existed before then, I didn't hear it. So that was me down here, and I see that was our first time seeing Bloods and Crips together on the album cover. You feel me? And on music. You follow what I'm saying? What kind of impact did that have on like the gang music culture in the city?
Well, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked that because I can give props where props is due.
All right.
Before Bangin On Wax, it was True Blue. So True Blue, shout out my nigga Kiki Loco. You feel me? You know, research True Blue. You know what I'm saying? Niggas off the street, all that. I grew up in the True Blue era. I wasn't really on the Banging on Wax shit because at that particular time, um, I didn't really agree with, you know, niggas dissing and all that. You know what I mean? Like, and then together, I understood what niggas was doing, but it was like I grew up in the True Blue era. You feel me? But one of my favorite songs off Banging on Wax, ironically, is Pyro Love.
Pyro Love.
Pyro Love is the hardest shit that ever. I mean, of course, what I listen to, I'm just saying.
No, that's true. That's true. That's true,
so
bro.
Like, when that shit came out, I was banging that shit. They was dissing. I'm like, damn, but it was like, it was music. So a nigga
couldn't deny it. You couldn't deny it.
So a nigga loved it. So, but at the end of the day, I grew up in the True Blue era. You feel me? So I wasn't really in tune on everything on the Banging on Wax tip because I was more like pressing the True Blue shit. You feel me? Because that was more or less to heart with me. Like, you feel me? That was like more real.
I'm gonna tell you, like down here in my city, like down here, like in Tennessee, and I'm in Chattanooga, Tennessee, like this shit is active down here just like it is out there. You follow what I'm saying? Like active, like for real. So when that shit came out,
everything trickled.
Right, and I'm gonna ask you something about that. Like,
when y'all heard Banging on Wax, okay, how did? Well, I don't want to interview you, but I'm just saying.
No, go ahead, fuck. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
When you heard Banging on Wax, it was like, okay, bam. It was like, bam, these niggas move, but then you flip it over, then it's like, bam. So it's like, niggas would be like, well, how the fuck? You know what I mean? But it was like I said, True Blue was like, it was just bam. And it was like, okay, well, you would have to hear, it's just like, put it like this. If you will never hear two rap artists dissing each other on the same album. Right. You feel me? It's just like, okay, this nigga came out and then, okay, well, let me hear this nigga response. So that was something different that niggas was doing. And it was hard to really comprehend at that time. Like a nigga understand it today, but I'm just saying, like, I was a True Blue nigga. Like True Blue was the shit that I listened to, and it was like that was what I represented. You feel me?
Hey, you know what? I get what you're saying. It was hard to comprehend, but and I'm young at the time this came out. We was young and wild then, you feel me? But like, even with you saying it was hard to comprehend, for some kind of way, I was able to read between the lines and see the bigger picture. Like, you got Bloods and Crips on the album together making music that could have been in the street. You follow what I'm saying? That could have been in the street. So to me, what I took out, I might have been wrong, but what I took out of it was, we can do this instead of doing this. You follow what I'm saying? So yeah, you got to get on here and diss and do all that. But at the end of the day, we're doing it on the wax and not in the street. You know what I'm saying? So I saw like niggas come together. I don't know if that was indirect way to try to lead towards a truce or not. But
no. Let me just, because I know how this shit goes. So let me just read correct or just say it the right way. Right. I don't have nothing against what they was doing. Right. And I understand what they were doing. I'm just saying at the time.
Right.
It was ahead of his time. Let's put it
like
that.
Way ahead, way ahead of his time.
At the end of the day, I fuck with Pyros and Bloods and all that type of shit. But at the end of the day, we're not gonna disrespect each other and then accept respect. So it's just like, you know, that's a long conversation. But
I get what you're saying.
I had nothing against it. It was just like, I was more or less a True Blue baby. Like, you got the True Blue babies, then you got the Banging On Wax babies.
Right.
True Blue baby. Like, I understood what they was doing. Like, it was, you know, meant for a good cause. Right. But I'm just saying, I was more or less, nigga, I'm off this not shit, nigga. This niggas off the street. Like, I'm on this true, like, you gotta research True Blue, man. Like, you feel me?
I'm gonna do that. I didn't know that. I'm gonna do that.
Understand what Banging On Wax was doing. You know, a lot of niggas on Banging On Wax I fuck with.
Right.
Feel me? So it's nothing against Banging On Wax. I'm just saying I was more or less a True Blue baby. Like, True Blue was a whole movement.
All right. And this was before Banging On Wax. This was before.
It was really like the same time. It was really like during the same time, and it was supposed to be together. But at the end of the day, niggas was like, nigga, this is what we pushing. So it was like, you know, that they would have to explain it more than me, because I was just a fan at that time. But I'm just saying, like, I was more of a True Blue. True Blue was a whole Crip album specifically for the Crips. You feel me? So I was a True Blue baby because I was a True Blue nigga. You feel me? Now, like I said, Banging On Wax, yeah, it was. I understood what it was doing, but my favorite song was Pyro Love. You feel me?
They confront on that.
And a nigga dissing and all that, but I'm just saying though, True Blue was specifically for the Crips, and I'm a Crip. Right. So I more or less cling to True Blue.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. I had Spider Loc here a few months ago. I asked him the same question I'm gonna ask you. We've always heard, and I don't know if you think like this, we've always heard on the outside, like a lot of LA niggas look at niggas that's banging from out of town like that's weak and that's corny and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got niggas everywhere pushing y'all line. You follow? Like down here, we got 5 Deuce, 60s, Athens Park, Bounty Hunter, Treetop, Skyline. You know, like everything that's out there is downhill. You follow what I'm saying? And they go just as hard. How do LA niggas view that when you see that out of town? Like for instance, if we got rolling 60s down here, it's not a 60 street in Chattanooga, but you got rolling 60s down here. Athens Park is in LA. I was in Athens Park, but you got Athens Park Bloods down here. You follow what I'm saying? So how do y'all view that when y'all see that outside of the city?
Well, basically, you answered the question yourself. So it's a lot of shit I don't have to say. I don't really trip off that shit because at the end of the day, you can't right a wrong. So I understand that niggas might have went somewhere and started some shit, and I got niggas out here representing and all that. I mean, you know, it is what it is. So I really don't have no feelings towards it because at the end of the day, that's it's beyond me. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you know how I feel about it. That's like I said, that'll be a whole nother conversation because I feel as blacks, you know what I'm saying, we need to be focused on other shit. But I understand how the gangbanging shit went because I was a product of it. You feel me? So for us out of town niggas, and you know, I'm from well, I'm allegedly not for real. I'm from East Coast, but you know, niggas be like, hey, how you know what I mean? Niggas used to have questions about, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. So at the end of the day, man, niggas do what they do. You know what I mean? So I don't really have an opinion on shit that I have no control over.
Gotcha.
I mean, it is what it is. Like it's just when I come out there, hopefully I get the love because niggas claiming what I claim and I'm from the original, you know, set.
Right.
Like, you feel me? But I can't dictate what another nigga doing in they city and they town. Like they doing what they know or what they was taught. Just like we doing what we was taught.
Right. True story, bro. True story. Let me ask you about, so you had a song on the Hood Classic mixtape called 97 Bars. What was the reason? What was the reason behind that, man?
Oh, let me take a sip.
I did my research, Snoopy. I did my research, bro. You did?
97 Bars came because Spider Loc Game had this beef, and Spider Loc, you know, made it his business to keep dissing Game, and Game came out with a song. I forgot what it was. I don't know if the G Unit Crip shit or the 300 Bars came out first, but I had woke up one day and walked outside, walked to the hood, and niggas was playing this shit in the car. They're like, man, you heard this? And I'm like, no, that's so they played. And it was like, man, they like, man, you gotta say something, man. Like this nigga Game, you know, it's just like a homie getting beat up and you gotta jump in. You feel me? So I wrote it for him, but niggas want to rap their own shit. I understand that. So it was just like, I wrote it. So I was like, fuck it, cuz let me, you know, and then Game had niggas dissing the homie, you feel me? So it was just like, I did 97 bars, you know what I'm saying, in response to, you know, trying to help the homie, you know, win a battle that he was fucking losing.
Crazy.
I mean, I'm just being straight up. I mean, you know.
All right.
I mean, look, I don't even want to, you know, because I don't even like, I'm not a negative person, but I'm just saying, you asked the question like,
right.
Game did 1 or 2 songs, and that shit was what it was, and it was just like, you know, me and the homie was just like, he kept just wanting to do albums, dissing a nigga. Like I want to do music, you feel me? And at the end of the day, if you can't get your point across in a verse or a song, then what the fuck? Like, you feel me? So, you know, that was some other shit. But I did 97 bars just basically in response, just trying to help the homie out, you know what I'm saying, on some rap battle shit. And that's it. Cuz was losing, and the homies felt like, you know, cuz you hard, you know, help cuz. So I jumped in and tried to help cuz. That was it.
Gotcha. All right, now 2010, you came out with My Life soundtrack.
Yeah.
It was like more like an EP or something like that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just, I mean, I love music, man. Anything that I drop, you know, it's titles, you know, just because of the shit that we do, but I just be dropping music. But yeah, I drop My Life, the soundtrack. You talking about My Life? Yeah, My Life, the soundtrack. I drop ones, yeah.
Did you get a let me ask you this first, between that and Hood Classics, which one did you like the most?
Well, Hood Classics was raw.
All right.
You feel me? At that time, I was really in a transition in life, and I was going through certain shit. I was in a halfway house. I had to turn myself in at like 6 o'clock, so I would hang out in the hood and then go to the halfway house. So I would just write raps, and I would just write the raw shit because I couldn't really, you know what I mean, hang out. And at that time, you know what I'm saying, that's when shit would start cracking. You feel me? My Life, My Life, the soundtrack is more like the laid back me trying to express myself, trying to change. You feel me? And you know, see a different light and shit. The Hood Classic was, nigga, I'm out here. Like, you feel me? So that's, you know, I like everybody first shit. Like, everybody first shit.
Yeah.
Because nigga was
I think it's the most hard.
I got people right now hitting me. You feel me? Let me get that Hood Class. You know what I mean? Like that Hood Class, because that shit was raw. Like, niggas like raw shit. So that's my favorite. But my favorite is The Truth. The Truth mixtape. Like, that's my favorite, because nigga, that was the shit.
All right. Hey, I saw My Life soundtrack was released on Moneyline Records. You feel me?
That's my nigga from Photos Gangster, yeah.
Okay.
Shout out my nigga Ray.
Okay, all right. So that was his shit. Was it y'all shit together, or was it straight up his shit?
No, that was our shit. It was a joint adventure, joint collaboration or whatever. Yeah, that's the homie from Photos. He had a record label. He believed in me and was giving me an opportunity at the time to record and come to his shit. I had my homegirl TT, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? My artist. She was coming through, blessing me. I had Tough, my nigga from Hoover. I had a lot of different people coming through, but yeah, that was the homie giving me an opportunity to let my voice be heard. So shout out to the homie Ray from Photos, Moneyline.
Respect. Yeah. All right, so between The Truth, My Life, and Hood Classics, which one do you think got the biggest reception for you?
Wait, you said what?
Between my Life soundtrack, the Hood Classics mixtape, and then The Truth.
I'm gonna say Hood Classics off top, because that's the one that got people to recognize. You feel me? But I believe all my shit is classic.
Right.
You feel me? You know what I mean? So, but I'm gonna say Hood Classics, because that's what got everybody attention. That's what he got me over there. You know, they got Spider attention. You feel me? Because the homie was playing one of my songs at a video shoot. You know what I'm saying? The East Coast Roll Call. You feel me? I did that for the hood. You feel me? And niggas was loving that. Like, you feel me? I was basically, I'm a street nigga. You feel me? I'm not a internet nigga. I'm just now learning the internet. But at the end of the day, I'm still not gonna be that internet nigga, because I don't have time to just be.
I know what you're talking about.
On motherfucking day. So I was just saying, like, the streets was eating that shit up, because I was really out here pressing my line, doing what I do. And then, yeah, Hood Classics was like, it put me on the map, because niggas was like, this nigga was grimy, he was gutter, like, you feel me? That shit was raw. And
is any artist,
it caught a lot of people attention.
Besides Spider will be considered a national artist because of his genuine situation that he had. Is any other artists in LA or period that you got relationships with that would be considered national or mainstream?
I mean, I got a relationship with a lot of artists.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let me ask you this, bro. being from LA, what was the vibe in the city when the Nipsey Hussle shit happened? You feel what I'm saying?
What was the what?
The vibe in the city. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because on the outside looking in, like, they seem like they'll, because we hear about a lot of rappers getting killed and shit like that. But it seemed like for some reason that right there hit people different. You follow what I'm saying? It was like, he did.
It hit people dearly because he was trying to prove or trying to show the people that you can be from the hood, you can change, you can do something different, and you can bring your people along with you and show them something different and help them change.
Right.
So yeah, when he passed, it was just like, yeah, it was a hurt to the city, and it was a hurt to everybody because he was really doing something positive for the people. He wasn't just talking about it; he was really doing it. And
Right.
he didn't entertain the bullshit. Like you got a lot of people that entertain bullshit. Like he didn't entertain the bullshit. He just kept pressing forward on what he knew, and what he knew was positivity. Like you feel me? A lot of people, even the internet. Like if I was to keep entertaining bullshit or say some negative shit, then it'll be like, oh, you know what I mean? But when people speak positivity, it's hard for people to tune in. But he kept
You're right.
one of them people that kept pressing for positivity and let you know you can be positive and still make it.
Right.
So it was a hurt to the city.
Right. I got to do this thing with you, man. It's called, I just started adding this to my podcast recently, bro. It's called the Pick One Challenge. I'm going to name two things and you pick one. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, first one. Menace to Society of Boys in the Hood.
Oh shit. I'm gonna say Menace to Society.
Menace to Society.
Yeah.
All right. Death Row Records or TDE?
I'm gonna say TDE.
Ice Cube or Snoop Dogg?
Come on, man. I'm gonna say Ice Cube.
Cube. All right. Dr. Dre or Eazy-E?
I'm gonna say Easy.
Ghetto Boys or UGK?
I'm gonna say Ghetto Boys. You know, just because I really was grew up on the Ghetto Boys.
E40 or Too Short?
E40. E40, one of my favorite artists.
Los Angeles Lakers or Golden State Warriors?
Lakers.
Lakers. All day. All right, that was up. All right, so Snoopy Blue, man, before we get out of here, bro, let everybody know what you're working on, what's coming out, and give them all your social media information so they can search and find you and shit like that, bro.
All right, well, straight off top, my old Instagram got hacked. I got a new Instagram. It's Snoopy Blue the Loc. SNOOPBLUETHELOC, the Loc, Snoopy Blue the Loc. I don't have a Facebook. I swear to God, people ask me this all the time. My only way to I got an Instagram. I don't have a Facebook. My Facebook been got hacked, so all that fake Facebook shit, that ain't me. I got an Instagram only. You feel me? Go pick up that roses. Space shipping, everybody can't go. My latest shit, Stop Playing. I got some new shit coming out with the homie Baby Day Bronco. The birth of a crip. You feel me? Shout out to Ray Ray. Shout out to Lil Raymond. And a nigga just working, man. Shout out to Mac Lucci, Built to Ball. You already know what it is. Lifeline. A nigga just doing what he do, man. I enjoy music. I'm gonna continue to do what I love, and nobody can stop me but God. Straight up.
Respect, positive respect. Again, I met Snoopy Blue. I thank you for tuning in, my nigga, y'all. That was the Pimpoholic TV podcast, special guest Snoopy Blue. Make sure you go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to Pimpoholic TV. Go to my website, www.mallthepimp.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, @mallthepimp. You follow me. Again, special thanks to my guest, Snoopy motherfucking Blue. Hit that like and subscribe button. We out of here.